All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Hey,
to the
hello, we're back.
very to the very first episode of King's Court, the Richie King Show. I am here with my buddy, my compadre, my friend, the commander. We're doing it again. We're live over on a brand new setup and everything, guys. We're from our homes. We're not at the old school anymore. We can regulate the damn temperature here at our houses.
We're
Uh,
we're we're warm now.
if you want to you take a pee, just walk around the corner and you can go pee and stuff like that. So we're here. Um, Share this out, ladies and gentlemen. Share this out, please. Share this out so we can get some people on here. Here's some new platforms. We got a Comedy Vets page now on Facebook. Okay, Comedy Vets on Facebook. You should be able to see it when it comes up. It's a brand new page, so a lot of people have trouble finding it. Uh, Once you hit live on there, or once it live, which it is, it'll be able to um, hit like on it and stuff like that and share. So that being said, I'm still trying to share out here. Uh, you catch us on Facebook, on Comedy Vets page on Facebook. Some of you are fans on it. Some of you are not. That's okay. That's okay. Uh, and I don't see anybody right now
No,
commenting on it. So I'm gonna go over and check out Facebook. And here we are. Our bright and shiny mugs
yeah,
are all over this thing. All right, here we
all
are.
over this. Yeah,
Yeah.
doing
So
our thing here.
yeah, we're sharing it out. We're an hour now, guys. We're no longer 2 hours because 2 hours is like an old Bible Sunday school. You got to sit through 2 hours of going on. Commander, you muted yourself again. You got to watch out for that muting yourself there. You muted yourself again, Commander. Now he's just working at the kinks, and so he'll figure all that out.
There we
But
go. There we go.
absolutely, there you go. All right, so
Aha.
there we go, guys. We'll go in here and figure out what's going on here. Great to see everybody, man. Hope everybody's been
Yes.
great. Again, everybody, and I hope you all, Justin Kenny, I see he just popped in there. Thanks for tuning in. Again, Facebook is, we're trying to get everybody on YouTube to come in on Comedy Vets on YouTube. Find it, find a little, look like for a great little rate, you can get online, go to the general and save some time. You find a little helmet, looks like your general, and that's who we got. I see we got some people watching us already.
Yeah.
All Comedy
Good.
Vets. All right. Well, welcome, guys, on Facebook Comedy Vets. Uh, Richie Kinger, the comedian, the bad man of comedy, my friend, the commander of Post 33 in Cameron, Missouri.
Yes,
You got to
right.
say, man, it's great to be back. When we left at the end of
Mm.
November, we knew he was going to come back. We just didn't know when. It took a little longer, but I want to thank a big shout out first of all, we're going further for Comedy Vets letting us go on, because obviously me and Jeff on the page, so we want to. But I want to give a big shout out to Backwoods Veterans Media. Our boy J Dub over there is carrying us again as a primary carrier of the show. Okay.
Hey,
So
thank
and
you.
then
Thank you.
we appreciate him for starting the StreamYard. We'll be kicking money his way since we figure out how to divvy it up properly. So that being said, big shout out to over there to Backwoods Adventures Media. Go on their page, click a like, subscribe to it. They have some stuff coming up over there. They're going to be getting back at it as well. So there you go. All right, brother. How was your break, man? A lot of things happened since we were on here last.
Oh, there's been a lot of stuff going on. I mean, we took our break right after Veterans Day. Uh, we had the election, big to
Yep.
do thing with that. Great Thanksgiving. Uh, didn't go pheasant hunting this time, so didn't take off to Western Kansas and do that. But we might be going to hunt some prairie chicken here, maybe in March. So
Okay.
be a controlled hunt out there. Uh, just been working, taking it easy, chilling out, spending time with the family. Good Christmas, good New Year. Disappointing Super Bowl, but that's another soapbox to get on later on down the road. But no,
Right.
things have been going great. Been looking forward to getting up and getting rolling again. So yeah, everything's going good. Colder than a well digger shoe right now. Spring can come on anytime.
Yeah. Hey, raise your hand if you're tired of winter. I'm I'm
Oh,
I'm
I'll
done with
raise
it.
both hands.
Yeah.
I'll
Double
raise
salute.
my feet too if I could get them up. But you
Yeah.
have to call 911 to get me unhooked.
Well, yeah. Still trying to share out here. Got people asking me questions, which is cool.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any of the comments coming up on me, but I'm just getting this thing totally set up yet, so I may not have something clicked that I need to click. So you'll,
Well, that happens. I mean, my brain ain't been clicked right.
I'm telling you what, I am not computer savvy, so we're in for a ride.
Right. I'm trying to get.
Just
Hold on a second. That's page. All right, letting everybody know. Oh, there you go. Hey, Dean. What's up, Dean? Sir, how you doing, brother? Hey, Farks Mullers. I'm
oh, I
glad to
figured
be
it
here
out.
with you guys.
I figured
BJ,
it out. I can see the comments now.
excited
Oh
for the new
yeah,
show. Excellent. Thank you
I
all.
knew.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Commander got water back in my kitchen after 3 months. They kept him busy during the break. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We're remodeling the kitchen. Yeah, she's yeah. Uh,
As you all know, we had a lot of things. We had a lot of things go on. A big time football game. We had we was there for we was on air during election, but we had a lot of things.
ah.
A lot of planes crashing, stuff like that.
Boy, ain't
Which
that wild? That's
that
crazy.
is just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I mean, how that's going on. I need to do a little more work on this. For some reason, I can't find my YouTube on here. That's doesn't make me. I don't understand
Ah,
how many bits YouTube won't come up on. So anyway, all right, let's get into some other things here. We'll worry about this here at another time. Let me go out here and go over here.
okay.
All right. We'll bring back some things like the mystery box is back. We're going to have the mystery box again, so you got a chance. Everybody's got a chance to win that. Although we're not going to have any trivia anymore and things like that. We're just going to comments. Whoever gets some of the most comments for the night will enter your name, or we might just get for a good comment. We might. Commander and I might offer somebody 20 points, 25 points for a great comment, stuff like that. So we're going to figure it out, but we're going to give the box away. Dean says he's 193 days sober. Man, good job, brother.
Hey, way to go, Dean. I've been praying about you, brother, and been thinking about you. So that outstanding, outstanding.
Yeah. Okay, starting off our new segment. It's called Missing Persons. All right, we brought that back because I've had a lot of people during the break say they like it, but they wanted it first because a lot of people got ADD. Okay.
Yeah.
And they don't want to stay for the show because they're doing other things. So boom, here we go. Now, as you guys know, this gentleman, this is Christopher W. Pardon. He runs S for Scrap. Okay, out of Cameron, Missouri. And I know the writing is small, so I'll do the best I can. He was last seen on October 23rd, 2024, between 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the Cameron, Missouri area. He was wearing a black jacket, blue jeans, black shoes, possibly suicidal, and possibly in the Cameron, Missouri area. Now, they put possible on there. We don't know for sure.
Yeah.
About the goings-ons, okay? Anything about that. All I know is, hey, don't know. But here's the number, guys. If you're in the local, this is local boy. If you're in the area, please call 816-449-5802. That's 449-5802. Area code 816. I know the family. My God.
They'd love to have some closure in this, have him found, have him home, have him safe. Or, the other, at least they could have some closure. But he disappeared just before his birthday, if my memory serves me correctly on that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I know that his wife and kids would love to have him back home. So if anybody knows anything, for crying out loud, let somebody know. You see him or something, or even if you think you saw him, call. Let the authorities check it out.
Absolutely. We got we got news coming up. I want to give you all opportunity. We come out of the gate. We made some comedy shows, booked some comedy shows already. Here's one of them. All right, this is going to be in St. Joe, Missouri, at the Time Out Event Center, St. Joe, Missouri. You know who's on here. You don't need no help figuring that out. You got James Riley. He's our MC. He's going to take care of things. Roy Anthony. Y'all remember Roy Anthony?
Bro.
He's going to open up. He's going to open again. Your feature. Might be the headliner. Not depending on. I don't know, but it's Richard Montano. He the man. You guys know about him. He's funny as all hell. So he's got a killer. Don't miss him at all. St. Joe, we're coming. And of course, I'm headlining. I'll be on there. I'm headlining. We're gonna rock St. Joe. This is an adult show, okay? So, and they wanted an adult show, and so it's coming. St. Joe, we're coming. All right, so be prepared.
Ask and thou shalt receive.
Yes, and part of the other news we got going on, we got your boy here has got with Roy Anthony, and I'm going to be in a movie. We're going to shoot this spring, May, maybe June. It's called No, They Didn't. The movie is an elaborate modern day heist. It's a funny part. It's kind of like Ocean's 11, but a little more comedy and maybe some body checking, in it. I played a character, John Montgomery. I'm a lead construction worker. I'm a valuable asset to steal in this. We're going to rip off a casino. This casino's been rude, mean to people, taking money from disabled people, stuff like that. That's the premise, right? And so we're gonna rip them off because they're buttheads, and that's what we're gonna do. So look for it. Here it is. One more time. No, they didn't. Look for it. It'll be in theater. It ain't gonna be in theater. It'll probably go aluminum and go to movie theaters, probably, or maybe not movie theaters, DVDs. That's what I'm trying to say. It'll go DVDs. No, you buy a ticket. You walk away, we won't be friends no more. You see the rest of it. What the hell? Roy did good.
I don't know him.
Yeah. If I bomb, I don't know who. So we're gonna do that. Next segment, we're gonna do a meme of the week. We got a video meme and a regular meme that we're gonna get to. Now, Commander and I apologize ahead of time. Okay.
No, we don't, but it sounds good.
No, we're saying it to. Anyway, shut up. Here we go. Now, me looking for something sweet to eat after I just had dinner. Just drink it in. Drink it in. Somebody asked me if that was me. No, technically, I never got quite that big. I was 300 pounds, but I never got that big. No, sir. I had a noise on my refrigerator. It says every time I would go. Let me know to shut it. Let me know to shut it. All right. Let me get back some of these comments here. Dean said, "It's been a hard 6 years, 6 weeks, more than winter." Yeah.
Yeah.
BJ says, "Wow, it's awesome. Good job, Mr. Cerny." I like how she says Mr. Cerny.
Mr. Cerny.
Carl, yes. Hey, Richie, welcome back, Commander. Good to see you. Hey, thank you, Carl.
Hey, right back at you, Carl.
Appreciate it, brother. The movie deal is exciting. Well, yeah, a little scary, but you know me, I'll rise up and do it. Dean Cerny, what's up, brother? Or Carl? Okay, that's me. But I would have my shirt on. He should have had his on too. Carl! He should have had his shirt on too, is all I can tell you. And now we're going to do our video meme. Now,
here we go.
This is media, things that happened during the media that were live and they didn't get a chance to edit it out. So you're going to get some adult content. So here we go.
What really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death? The fuck is that? Shit! I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. The fuck? I can't see pollen. Let's get the fuck out of this country, motherfucker. I can't even see me.
What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Where are your parents? Kid's sketchy. Back to you guys.
A Boise, Idaho woman is considered a medical miracle. Laura Esterman was struck by lightning nearly a month ago, and she was considered officially dead. Thankfully, CPR from her mom revived her heart, but she laid in a coma for 2 weeks, and then she defied all odds and woke up. Well, obviously, there was a problem with that tape. She doesn't really sound like that. She doesn't remember the accident, but the evidence is clear. I am so sorry.
Now to the story of a pig that is inspiring others. One pot-bellied pig has certainly endured his share of problems. Chris P. Bacon was born without the use of his I can't. Yeah, you have to read this story.
I mean, look, I read today about a 10-year-old girl with Down syndrome who was taken from her mother and put in a cage.
Wah,
I read
wah.
about did you say want to a 10-year-old with Down syndrome
What
being
I
taken
said
from
is
her
you can
mother?
pick anything
How
you
dare
want,
you?
but the bottom line
How
is very
dare
clear.
you?
When you
How
cross
absolutely
the border
dare you, sir?
illegally,
We're already started off already. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Professional.
yes, we
Okay.
Chris P. Bacon.
BJ. Oh, sweet Lord Jesus. Jesus Christ. You bacon. Womp.
Oh,
The first one with the black guy. That was funny. Get out of this country.
well, not exactly Chris P. Bacon yet, but somebody has had a couple hams.
Yeah. Or he's the reason for that commercial. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
love
yeah,
my
I know
baby
which
back,
one.
baby back, baby back. I love my baby back ribs. That ain't right. That ain't right. All right.
Yes.
Now we get into our main topic here. Our new main topic, and let me get over here so I can set it up for y'all real prettily like. Well, I say
Yes, we
that.
must do it prettily.
Prettily, right? Boom.
Prettily.
It's a mystery. Okay, it's a mystery.
No.
And here we go. I'm going to play you a clip by Joe Rogan. Y'all know Joe Rogan. I love Joe Rogan. He's a fighter and a commentator. But it's kind of loud, so I'm sorry about it. I can't adjust the volume when they send me something. Can't. It's not my problem. But here we go, guys. Give this a listen, and we're going to talk about it. It's about the Titanic.
The Titanic never sunk, and I will tell you why. J.P. Morgan, the famous banker, owned the Titanic, but he also owned two other ships, the Olympic and the Britannic. Now, the Olympic was older, beat up, and not making any money. Allegedly, the theory says, Morgan swapped the Olympic with the Titanic before its first voyage. They painted it, changed the name, and sent it off. The reason was because of insurance. The Olympic was a problem, so sinking it for the insurance money was the perfect fix. And here is the suspicious part. Morgan, who was supposed to be on the Titanic, canceled last minute, but unfortunately for his biggest business rivals, they were on board when it sank. None of them survived it. It sounds convenient, doesn't it? And about the evidence. People have pointed out differences between the Titanic and Olympic that survivors noticed. Things didn't add up. So what's the truth? Was it a tragic accident or a planned disaster to get rid of a financial problem in some competition? Maybe the real story is hidden under the ocean or buried with the secrets of history. This is just a theory, not a fact.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to dive into this. Get y'all's comment and what do y'all think? What do y'all believe? I'm still trying to get people out here to, on my account. I know we're new here. This is a new account, so we're trying to get everybody worked out, get everybody where it's going to be here. My son is one of the sponsors of this show, a PNC Concrete. The hat right here means Parker and Chloe. So Parker and Chloe on that right there. So that's part of
right.
So my son is a temporary sponsor tonight of this show. Now I might wear the hat because I can, but anyway, let's get this. Now I kind of did a little research in that, and first of all, the people making these ships, they need to stop because two of them sank. Okay,
it's not their forte.
No. And anytime somebody's named something the Titanic, it's freaking sucked. Okay, race cars, pulling tractors. I seen a pulling tractor called Titanic, and he was winning, and in the last second, his motor blew. Okay, and he got beat by a one called Gen A. The Gen A beat him. Okay, beat the Titanic. Britannica, the sister ship. Well, she sucked too. Yeah. Well, let's see if we can't pull some of these up here. If I can remember how to do this, I should be able to remember how to do this. Share screen. Okay.
There's been a lot of conspiracy theories about the Titanic. Just more to the mystery intrigue in that fateful day.
Okay, here we go. Here's a theory. Okay, well, I'll move around here. This is called the Titanic conspiracy theory. This is straight off Google, or Wikipedia actually, but I got it off Google. Okay, on April 14, 1912, the Titanic collided with an iceberg, damaging the hull plates below the waterline on the standard side, causing the front compartments to flood. The ship then sank 2 hours. 2 hours and 40 minutes later, at approximately 1,496 families as a result of the drowning or hypothermia. Since then, many conspiracy theories have been suggested regarding the disaster. These theories have been refuted by subject matter experts. Okay, and you see it right there. But they highlighted it so you can look into it and see, because they're not really sure. All right. I know 3 dogs survived, so that's good. 3 dogs survived. So let's unravel this here a second. Now, we all know the Titanic hit an iceberg. We know that for a fact. We know people drown. We know the Hollywood movie made out of it, but it wasn't accurate at all. Okay. But number one, it says this information came out in 2003. There was no reports of haze the entire night of the sinking boat. At 11:30 p.m., the 2 lookouts spotted what they believed to be haze on the horizon, extending approximately 20 degrees on either side of the ship's bow. Okay, so that's not 20 degrees, not far, but it's a good distance to see. Okay, Collins believed that they saw was not a haze, but a pack of ice 3 to 4 miles ahead of the ship. So they thought it was ice, but they thought it was haze. I don't know. I guess a guy could make that mistake.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
If it wasn't really a big tall iceberg and it was hovering close to the body of water from a distance, it could look like haze, I would think.
Well, here's the deal too. Here, our roads, we got a lot of snow. We've had a lot of snow this winter here in Missouri, especially where you and I live out around this area. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And I was driving down the highway. Now highways are completely cleared. They are absolutely completely cleared. But when you're driving, it looks like the snow has come over into the lane a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you get to that spot, there's no snow. So I could see how they, made a mistake. Now I'm just one dude driving with my wife down in a less expensive vehicle. You think they should be right about what they're talking about on a damn ship. Okay. You think they should have their crap together. It was their maiden voyage. Okay. Don't know.
Yeah.
Each witness had a different description of the ice. 60 foot, 18 meters high by the lookouts, 100 foot high by the quartermaster row on deck, and only very low in the water by 4th officer backhoe on starboard side near the darkened bridge, an optical phenomenon that was well known to the ice navigators, where the flat sea and the extreme cold distort and approximately blow objects near the waterline, making them appear to be height of the ship's lights. As you know, they had lights string across. It's well, these are well lit up deals. If you've ever been in the Navy, Dean, you have. Them ships like that are lit up for a reason. It's about 60 feet along the surface near the bow, and 100 feet high along the sculpture. Explains what probably happened by witness and descriptions. Number 3, the Titanic made a turn by rotating 1/3 of the way from the bow, which caused her rudder to hard over. That's a term we use, hard over, and crushed her starboard side into an iceberg. This would have caused the ship to flood, capsize, and sink within minutes, damaging the starboard side of the hull and potentially the superstructure. Okay. Those are all things that witnesses say, witnesses know. Here's some of the conspiracy theory, okay? The Olympic exchange hypothesis is what this is called, okay? One of the controversies, and guys keep commenting. I just can't see them right now because we got another screen up, but I'll get to your comments in a second, but keep on commenting if you want, if you can. One of the controversial and elaborate theories surrounding the sinking of the Titanic was advanced by Robin Gardiner in his book, Titanic, the Ship That Never Sank. The book came out in 1998. He draws on several events and coincidences that occurred in the months, days, and hours leading up to the sinking of the Titanic, and concludes that the ship that sank was in fact Titanic's sister ship, Olympic, which is fake because it was brother. They made Olympic was a male ship, they said, and it had two sisters. Okay, so anyway, the Olympic disguised as Titanic as an insurance scam by the owners for the International Mercantile Marine Group, controlled by American financier J.P. Morgan. We're all familiar with J.P. Morgan. He was one of probably the greatest financial guys ever. Yeah, I mean, some say he was one of the guys that helped build America. Okay, and he acquired the White Star Line in 1902. I don't know. You tell me. Researchers Bruce Beveridge and Steve Hall took issue with one of Gardner's claims in their book Olympic and the Titanic: The Truth Behind the Conspiracy. Now, this came out in 2004. Arthur Mark Chirnside also raised serious questions about the switch theory. British historian Garth Russell, for his part, calls the theory so painfully ridiculous that one can only lament thousands of trees which lost their lives to provide the paper on which it has been articulated. Get over here. He notes that since the sister ships have significant interior architecture and design differences, switching them secretly in a week would be nearly impossible for a particular standpoint. A switch would also not be economically worthwhile, since the ship's owner could have simply damaged the ship while docked for insurance by setting a fire. Okay, that's one theory. You could have just burned it up. Collected the insurance company from the accident, which would have been a less severe and infinitely less stupid than sailing her out into the middle of the Atlantic with thousands of people and their luggage on board and ramming her into an iceberg. Then he goes on and says, you guys can look this up yourselves. Goes on, talks about deliberately sunk. Okay. Another claim started going on, gained traction in about 2017, that J.P. Morgan deliberately sank the ship in order to kill off several millionaires who were opposing the Federal Reserves. And I've read some of that just out there. And then, you had the part about expanding joint hypothesis.
BJ made a comment.
Go ahead.
Yeah, BJ made a comment on here that she'd seen a couple other documentaries that had the conspiracy theories in there that it was switched, but probably not. And I'm not a Navy man, but back then you only had one rudder, and that was in the back of the ship. I've always wondered if they had rudders amidship like they have now, if they would have missed the iceberg when they cut the wheel to try and turn. I don't know. Maybe somebody's listening in that's a Navy person that could shed some light on that, but just a thought that I had one time.
When you see the movie, now, granted, the movie, it's all Hollywood, but there is some key historical things that come out of that, like a small rudder, okay? And that's could be theory. I don't know. And that could help with the design flaw. I think the ball dropped a lot of ways. I don't really know what happened there. It says, Dean said, that's all bullshit. You know what, Dean? You very well could be right. Why would you want to kill off all the people? But, there's people that do worse than that. Did you know that, Carl says, did you know the Titanic actually crashed into another ship before they left the Navy port? New York Post? No, I didn't know that. They did a hull change. The Navy has done it more than once. Okay. BJ says, I have read a couple of conspiracy theories out there and some comments, but the ship's being switched. Do you believe him, BJ? What do you think? And says they put it back into to port and fixed it, and then they left it go knowing it was weak and the bulkhead where have gone, the top floor wouldn't have sunk.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's that one. And now
I read a story one time where they thought that there might have been a fire in the coal, that did not get detected and put out, and that while they were sailing, it heated up next to the exterior hull and caused the rivets to become weak, and that contributed to the compromise of the hull when it hit the iceberg, causing it to go down. I don't know about that, but the tonnage of coal that they had in there, how would you know if you had a coal fire going down there? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That
It says Dean said, I think it was a Kitty Hawk and a Forstall that did a hull change. Okay. Carlos Dean, the USS Kitty Hawk underwent $1 million overhaul in Birmingham, Washington in 1976. Dean, today, yes. In 1912, not really. The technology didn't even exist. And see, that's another thing. They were limited on what they can do, what they couldn't do. Okay. Let me guess. A guy wrote a book about a ship sinking, but he wasn't even alive when the ship sank. Got it.
yeah.
Don't be so technical, Dean. Yeah. Rooters now are about the last third of the hull, really not a midship. And BJ, with the fact that videography didn't exist and the videos were limited, I think it's possible, even if it didn't happen. Well, I'm not saying it couldn't have happened, but there's other ways to get rid of that ship. You can sink it at port, for Christ's sake. It took all water and went down. Why kill all those innocent lives? Because somebody had to pay for that. And White Star Line got sued. What is it? HRS, HMS, something like that. They all got sued.
Yep.
Dean said wouldn't make more sense just to pay someone to steal it and to get the insurance. And it ain't like they couldn't steal a big ass ship, huh, Dean? So I'm gonna bring up another part here.
Oh, the communists sunk it. we covered every theory, but the communists. It's always the communist fault.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't come out. Okay. Let me see here. All right. An overview. The Titanic was an ocean liner that set sail in 1912 and was part of the trio Olympic class ships. The other ships were Olympic and the Britannic. Okay. The Britannic sank because it hit. We'll get to it in a second. The Olympic, the lead ship in the class, which was retired in 1935 and was sold for scrap. Okay. Olympic was. They used it for quite a few things going through them. The Titanic, the second ship in the class, was sank in 1912, maiden voyage. We all know that. The HMSS Britannic, the third ship in the class, which sank while serving as a hospital for World War I. You talk about bad freaking luck. Them ships, I hope they still ain't building them, that company.
They need to quit building ships and build bicycles.
Yes. Okay. They features of the Titanic, built in Belfast, Ireland. The largest, most luxurious ship of the White Star Line's fleet, one of the first ships to have electric lights and a telephone system in all the rooms. That's interesting. How they have telephones. They had no wires going there.
That was high tech for the day.
It was 1912.
Yeah.
Equipped with 4 elevators, a heating swimming pool. That'd be cool. A gym, 2 libraries, and 2 barbershops. The sinking of the Titanic sinking during its maiden voyage across the Atlantic made it one of the most famous shipwrecks of the 20th century. You still have people today going down to look at this damn ship. There's been a lot more accidents, people dying going to look at this ship that died on it. You know, a lot of people died on it when it sank. And you got more people. First of all, if you're a rich white guy, you want to see the Titanic, stop. Leave the Titanic the heck alone.
No.
She don't want to be bothered.
It's cursed. Don't mess with it. It doesn't want to be bothered.
She didn't want to be built, apparently. Okay.
It doesn't want to be bothered. Leave me alone.
She's an iceberg. She's done. Leave her alone.
I'll kill you if you come down here. I want my peace and quiet.
And by the way, there was no Jack and no Rose on the damn thing neither, okay? That's all Hollywood. No. They wasn't back there humping in the cars and shooting at each other, all this brainiac stuff. No, it's cool to watch and all that, but yes, they did rediscover it in 1984 or 85, somewhere like that. Part is a fact, but there was no big necklace that they had to look for, no safe and all that stuff. But Dean said Hitler stole it. Yeah. So
Then they had a movie come out in the late 80s called Raise the Titanic, where they supposedly went down and raised it back to the surface.
yeah, well, I'm not
That's
sure.
That's the craziest movie I ever watched.
I'm not sure that they can do that. I think
No.
I'm part of the community that thinks if they try to raise that ship, it'd fall apart.
Oh yeah, it's laying in 2 sections now. For
3.
crying out loud.
Actually found out it was laying in 3 sections. Yeah, 3 sections of it. And I did watch the computer thing, how they on computer, the updated version, how it sank. That was cool how it sank. I mean, it wasn't cool if people died. Don't get me wrong, what I'm saying. But I kind of like watching that kind of stuff where they show you 3D effects of it, and it was interesting how it sank. Was it my hypothesis is this: was the ship built poorly? Probably. The Olympic was a piece of crap. They tried to update what happened to it to that. Do I think they switched ships? Man, that would be a hell of an undertaking.
Yeah.
To do it.
To prove that now with both of them on the bottom.
Yeah.
And if it was, what use would it do to bring it all up now? It wouldn't matter nothing. I mean, everybody's long since gone and dead. Companies are defunct. I mean, they don't exist anymore. So so what good would it do if somebody could prove that it was switched? It's not going to bring anybody back, for crying out loud. So yeah, it just makes for good conversation.
Right. Dean, BJ made a good point on it. She goes, I don't think you'll ever move it because it's considered to be their burial place, and it's an historical landmark.
Yes.
Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, and Dean, you're pretty smart, BJ. So are you. I think you gotta have permission from Congress. Well, it can't because it's not. Well, that's not our property. It's not on our land. What is it?
No.
Greenland. Up around Greenland. I guess if we buy Greenland, I guess we can, get permission from the Congress to raise it. I'm sorry, I got the wrong one. I get this there. Okay.
That metal would be so deteriorated by now it would just crumble if you tried.
Yeah,
and
that's salt.
And it's so far down in the silt. Yeah, it's sucked into the silt. You'd never pull it up out of there.
Yeah, you never would. Never. And listen, I ain't going down there and taking a look at it. I got a library.
No.
I mean, I got a computer. If I want to look at some stuff, I will look at it here, right in the comfort of my home. I'm not getting
That's
this
right.
submergible, right, with some zit-faced kid. Look like he's got a PlayStation controller sitting on top of the deck, driving me around in the dark.
And implode yourself to where you look like you went through a liquefier. I don't think so.
And I ain't going to be liquefied and turn into whale shit.
Yeah.
Going down there. Stop. Leave the Titanic the heck alone. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they don't want to be bothered.
It doesn't. Apparently she don't. She don't want to be bothered at all. She's sick of this crap.
Nothing ever good happens.
A bunch of drunken Irishman builders. She pissed. There's not much stuff to bring up.
Too much green beer.
Yeah, she will be, Gene. She'll be in our lifetime, I bet you. They have talked about bringing it up and would fall apart on the web. Yeah, it would. It not only would fall apart, it just flattened.
Oh, it just crumbled.
And if you're not careful, it sits on the ledge. If you look at the map, it sits on the ledge, and if it moves at all, it drops down further down, and they'll never get to it. And the pressure,
another 10 miles, they said, something like that.
And by then, the pressure of it will just crumble it then anyway.
Yeah.
And so, because down below there's nothing much more, lower than that. Very few fish. There's a joke about the Titanic. Yeah, I've been saying that joke for a long time. About that. Did you know swimming pools are still full of water?
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. Yep. So that's one of our segments called Mystery. Every week we'll have one. I think we're going to do one coming about Jesse James. That's kind of a two-parter.
There's a good one.
It is a good one around here because around here the big debate. One.
Oh yeah.
Did he really get shot in St. Joe, Missouri? Okay. There's evidence. I wouldn't say evidence, but I'm not going to call it evidence because I don't want to sway nobody's vote. But there's written material that says that they faked his death. He went down and lived down in Texas. Okay. And we'll go over that. And also, did he have gold bars? They said they found some gold bars hidden in the state of Kansas. They had Jesse James on it. J.W. James, Jesse Woodson James. Okay. According to everybody you talk to, he never stole any gold bricks.
Nope.
Now, could he melt them down? Oh, absolutely. They had smelts back in that day. They could have melted it down for maybe whatever. But Jesse and them guys, they were in a hurry. They didn't want to melt shit down. They wanted to get rid of what they had, or save it up, move it around, whatever. So I don't know, but we're going to go over stuff like that. We're going to talk about ghosts in the upcoming season. Okay, there's a brand new season of the King's Court, the Richard King Show. We're going to talk about quite a few things. Commander and I are not going to try to sway you. We're just going to read what we found out. You judge here, like today. Today.
Yep.
I don't think the Titanic was switched, but I'm not going to tell you it wasn't. One, I wasn't freaking there. Two, I wouldn't have been there. Okay, I'd have been somewhere else. You guys can believe that if you want to. I laid out some evidence, and I got it right off Google. I'm going to get everything I can off Google because right now, until I'm proven different, that's the most reliable source to get information from. Okay?
If you can't believe Google, who can you believe?
Now, I know Google has been proved wrong.
Yes, they have.
It has been proved wrong. I'm just saying. Chuck Norris won 6 world titles. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Tell everybody I've never been wrong. I've been mistaken a time or two, but
I've never been wrong. I just been given wrong facts.
Yeah, there you go.
We're giving wrong facts. Dean said the Titanic had rowing machines in her gym. Somebody's wife said, "Go row the lifeboat, Philip. You spent the last 3 days in the gym." Row. Maybe they rowed their boat gently in the
right
Atlantic.
to the bottom.
Maryland. Titanic was but a dream. I hope the Amelia Earhart and the Bermuda Triangle came up in the mystery segment. I tell you what, back when we was over on W Entertainment Show, when we had that show going on, we covered that one time about the image they thought they found in the ocean of a plane. Turns out the update on that was it was not a plane. It was like a mountain forming ridge underneath the ground.
Yeah.
So if they're not finding the plane and her coordinates, did she really fly? That's some things we're going to get into. Amelia Earhart. Yeah, that'll happen. The Titanic is haunted. No, because the ghosts are afraid of the sharks. So, and we'll get into all that stuff on there, guys. But today I laid out some information. Commander, didn't I? Commander, I laid out all this information to you today. What say you? What does the commander think?
Well, I tell you, this Titanic thing, I've watched a lot of documentaries like VJ has, and all the conspiracy theories that are out there, all the woulda, coulda, shouldas, if the lookouts would have done this or done that, if the SOS would have been sent earlier, whatever. I think there would be too much to do before it sets sail to switch names, switch some of the interior around, because people that were on the Titanic had sailed on the other ship, so they knew what the other ship looked like. We've sailed 4 different times on different Carnival cruise ships, and they all got Carnival stamped on them, but all 4 of them are laid out differently. Okay? They're not all the same. So you've got old passengers that are saying that this wasn't the Titanic, we sailed on this was the one we sailed on before. And to be able to change everything in a short amount of time, I don't see it happening. I think it was the Titanic that went down, bar none. I think there was a lot of substandard material that they cut corners with because his company was hurting. And he thought, well, we'll take a chance. It should float, should be okay. And I think it was a costly mistake. I think they messed up. And I think it was poor engineering, poor construction. And the ship, when it hit the iceberg, she came tumbling down like Jack's house. So, end of story. I don't believe that they switched ships or anything else. I think it was actually the Titanic that went down.
What do you think about the part where that they talking about J.P. Morgan knowingly, purposely missed the thing? I don't think so. I think J.P. Morgan had more than he could chew. He had a ton of shit going on. If you remember back in that day, he was trying to build bridges. He was, matter of fact, I think the first guy that built bridges across from St. Louis across the Mississippi River. And so I don't. Again, the technology back in that day wasn't like this. Now, I'm not saying they couldn't get things done because they obviously did. I mean, that era, man, built this country. But
Right.
So I don't
They
know.
were building big things, but I just, I don't know. I think a lot of people will say, well, I don't believe in coincidences. Why did he back out and his other competitors get on board the ship and they perished with the Titanic? I don't know. Maybe he wasn't feeling good that day, or maybe he had another big business scheme coming up that he wanted to do, is why he didn't make it. Maybe all three of them were going to get together on the Titanic and work out some thing where they would all merge together and do something spectacular. I don't know. It could be one thing, half a dozen others. But
Right.
I honestly believe the Titanic went down. I think it's the Titanic. I think the Titanic hit the iceberg. I think because of a lot of contributing factors, all the way from the crew to the building of it, the integrity of the hull was compromised. I think we've got the Titanic laying almost 6 miles down on the bottom of the ocean floor. But that's just my opinion.
Right. And I think it's sad that these conspiracy theories are going around, because I just showed you almost 1,500 people lost their lives. They saved what? A couple hundred of them, I think, was saved. Maybe not even that much. Okay. A couple of dogs were saved. I think that's cool. I'm a dog fan, but I think it's like people are saying right now they're sinking, they're crashing these airplanes on purpose to make a point.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's just a rash of bad luck that's rolling around.
Yeah, I think it's just it's just due. It's just due to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Law of average will catch up sooner or later. The law of average is here. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. BJ said, I tend to believe the theory about the fire in a hull that weakened the walls before it ever sailed. Then the impact with the iceberg was even more devastating. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It weakened the rivets. That they didn't weld the hull together. It was like it overlapped and they riveted. Rivets. Well, you have a fire in the coal down below the water line, and it weakens that hull. And it's going to weaken those rivets. It's not going to take much to hit. That's going to bust it apart. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I've always believed that it was more along those lines than anything else, and that's what modern day engineers have come up with, that have studied the wreck and all the photographs of it and studied the hull and all that. They believe that that's what actually happened to it, that compromised it even more when it hit the iceberg. So
Dean Cerny put on here, it just proves that things are just due. He said J.P. Morgan was just lucky in that case. Look at Waylon Jennings and Buddy Holly. Just dumb luck. A lot of you don't know the story. If you don't know the story, Waylon Jennings played bass for Buddy Holly. Okay. And one night they were going to fly, and I think it was a Big Bopper who got sick. Okay.
Yeah.
So he lost the coin, but was going to take the bus. Well, they flipped the coin, and Waylon lost the coin flip. He had to take the cold bus, and they flew. To this day, what bothers Waylon Jennings is he says, the one guy said, I hope your bus freezes. He goes, well, I hope your plane crashes. And it did. And man, he was messed up for forever. He started drinking pretty hard. To me, that's why he got diabetes, because he was so much in sorrow. He drunk so much that he got diabetes and had to lose his foot before he died. A lot of people don't know about Waylon too. Carl said it was bulkheads to the compartments they didn't seal with rivets, and this is why they handstand before it split in half. There was one report out long ago that I read. It was forever ago. I was in high school when I read it. The theory of overlapping. Okay. They say if you overlap, like take a roof, for example, if you overlap a shingle 6 inches or more and it seals down, it can't leak. Water can't run uphill, which we know today water can run uphill. It's called wind.
Yes.
Wind will shove that shit right uphill. Okay.
It'll push it up.
They say it won't go 6 inches and leak. I'm a hell of a, I got an A every year in science, and I'm gonna tell you that's not exactly accurate. That wind will make it do quite a few things, but they took that theory on the Titanic. If they overlap it enough, water won't run uphill to just keep running down, and the ocean, it's so fluid it won't sit there. The water won't belly, so it won't leak. I don't know. I don't even know if that was a problem.
Yeah,
there's so many other things that could have went wrong that the damn ship sank. I did a 20-page essay on that damn boat, Carl, back in junior high. Well, I'm glad you did 20 in junior high. My junior high, I was worried about my pencil eraser. I was falling off my pencil. I was trying to figure out unique ways to keep it on there. But you guys have been great. We got about 9 minutes left in the show. Normal. I mean, ain't like I can't go over. I own the damn network. So I guess we want to go over. We can. But if J-Dub, if you're watching, you want to come on, go ahead.
Yep.
If you guys want to come on the show, let me know ahead of time. I'll send you the link. You come on, talk about anything, hang out. It doesn't matter. So that's a new format. Let us know what you think about our new format. Let's think about what your new show. I got a lot of some comments and likes on there. We had a hard time getting it out there today, but right now, guys, click on Comedy Vets. You see it over here. I finally got to come up. Right there it is on there. Go there, like and subscribe. The reason I'm pushing you so hard, one, I want to build that up. And two, you can get away with more things on there, and they can't really, they won't dog you as much for saying things on that particular network than they will Facebook. Okay. Now I know Facebook lost their fact checkers and all this stuff, but still, you want to be able to get away with a little more, talk about a few different topics. Go over and check it out. Comedy Vets right there. As you see it, I don't know if you can click on it
right there.
Hit like and subscribe. I'd like to get a bunch of people on that thing, so it'll pop every time we go live. It'll pop up now, easier. So all we gotta do is share it. I send out a link probably Monday night, Tuesday. Let everybody know coming on there. Follow them links. If you like that link when it pops up, it should go live. Now I say should because we don't know how it really works.
Yeah. But hit and share this. I mean, share it out there. Let your friends know.
Yeah, and we want all kind of people come on here commenting and listen. We're going to hit a topic where we're just flat going to disagree, and I welcome as long as nobody's rude. You're rude, I'll just kick your ass off. Okay, I got gas, man. I'll drive your house.
Yeah, hey, we can agree to disagree.
Yeah, we can agree to disagree. We're not going to burn cars, and flip over shit. We're going to, but there's going to be a time where there's going to be a time where Commander and I disagree.
Oh yeah, we have in the past.
Yeah.
Well, you believe that? I believe it. Okay, I respect that.
You got to, because you don't want the same point all the time. Life would be boring, and suicide rate would go up in this country because people,
Yeah, and we're fighting against that.
Yeah, we hate that.
Yes.
I know one thing about new setup. I'm going to have to get me a bigger monitor. I can't hardly see shit on this monitor. I can't see nothing. I'm going to get my spectacles on. I'm going to turn into the Commander, wear my glasses on here. I go, man,
I got to wear them. I can't read the comments.
I didn't realize how big our other screen was until I go to my one at my house. My goodness, we were spoiled with the bigger screen. I got one. I got one at the school though. My office up there. We still got that.
My laptop up in my office.
Yeah. Water can't run uphill, but ice can. That's why roofing companies try to get you to do ice and water shield. Yeah. Well, water can run uphill with wind behind it. The wind will drive that water anywhere. And you don't want, as long as you got some type of pitch on the roof anyway, you're normally good. If water can't stand on your pitch, then it won't leak. So that being said, guys, remember we got the mystery box coming back. And so right now I would like Mr. Commander there to pick a name that you thought made engaging comments. And I'll start me a new tick sheet. Matter of fact, let me give it a piece of paper right here. A new sheet for the entries and the comedy bits, and if you pick your name and not somebody else, don't worry about it. You have plenty of opportunities to get your name picked.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna give it to Mr. Carl Loomis.
All right, 25. Carl Loomis, first guy on some sheet today. Carl Loomis. Carl. All right, 25. There you go, right there. Boom, there it is. Okay, I'll put that right over here by my speakers. My set. Take care of that.
There you go.
Let me see. Carl, he made a comment. Let me see what he said. He said, I love the new format you guys get show. Have the new backdrop. Richie's come in. Great job. I'm going to get a new backdrop. As we're going on there, I meant to go get a couple American flags. I'm going to put an American flag behind me. But the roads out here ain't exactly been travelable sometimes. And it's been so damn cold. The wife don't want to get out. And so But I will get a flag for my backdrop behind me there. I might put up a shelf or something. Right now, you can't hardly see it, but that's a Native American eagle. Right
That
there.
is cool too.
Over there,
I
over a
have
Native
seen
American
that.
clock. Okay.
That's awesome.
So that's what's going on there. But Mystery Box, I'm gonna play you all a video of the very first kookery. I don't think I played it for you yet. Very first kookery that's ever going to be made, and we're going to raffle this thing off at one of our shows. Okay, it's a couple-minute video. It's brought to you by Stone Yeti Forge. Stone Yeti Forge on TikTok. Check him out. He's a good guy. He used to be one of the primary supporters of the show. That's our kookery billet he made. One of the very first hammers right here. Here we go. He's shaping it right now.
All that you see out in front of you is how you feel inside your head.
There you go. That's the very first shaping of the Comedy Bits kookery. We're going to raffle it off. When he gets it made, we're going to probably from July to November. I'm going to give this thing away. I'm going to raffle it off, and somebody's going to be the proud owner of this thing. Or one of our shows, close to Veterans Day. Veterans Day is when we do the cutoff for the mystery box as well. So we're going to have a lot of things going on this time of year. It's coming up. It's going to be fun. Well, thank you. Richie King said we did a good job. So I thank you, baby. Thank you, baby, for watching. Yeah, I'm going to get a new monitor. I tell you right now, I can't see nothing on this monitor here. That being said, guys, we're going to kind of close out the show the same way you always do. If you would, please go to, if you got TikTok account, go on TikTok to Stone Yeti Forge 2.0. Stone Yeti Forge 2.0. He learned how to be a blacksmith, and he's getting real good. Okay, can't wait for him to build this kookery and see what it's like. Also, hit up Redneck Pimp 101. Redneck Pimp 101. I got on there. I put on their shows sometimes, upcoming shows. Maybe some stupid old videos I made years ago that I put on there. Check out Comedy Vets on YouTube, guys. Comedy Vets on YouTube. We're going to start, when we do comedy show, we're going to start taking bits and pieces of the comedians' jokes, and we're going to put them on there online. So you can see Richard Montano do a bit, Roy Anthony do a bit, Jeff Onyx, myself, David Scott, Pete Barlow. When he comes up from Georgia, or we go down to Georgia to perform with him, we're going to put some of his things on there. Or they can just send me a clip, and we'll put it on there. So look it up. Comedy Bits on YouTube. Comedy Bits on YouTube. Right? That being said, guys, Commander, talk about the veterans, will you? Talk about the veterans.
Okay.
Just close.
Listen, we know we've got that 22 a day. I had the great honor and privilege of having an individual that Richie sent my direction that helped a veteran who was on the brink of taking his own life. Got him pointed in the right direction where they were able to get him some help. And as far as I know, he's doing great. That veteran is alive and doing well. So, people, we are touching lives. You are valuable. You do mean something to somebody. I don't know who the veteran is. I don't know who the person was that reached out to me on the phone. Richie sent him my direction. But this is what it's all about. We're taking care of each other. You are valuable. You mean something. You are worth something. I don't know you, but you're worth something to me.
Mm-hmm.
So please reach out, call, talk to somebody, Richie, myself. We will sit and listen, or we will get you pointed in the right direction to get you some help, because you are valuable. Don't let nobody tell you you're not. You mean something.
Well played. Well played. Guys, comment. Let us know if you can see us okay. If my picture's been buffering because we got new equipment. I got a new internet. I got a new computer. We spent some money to make sure this happens for y'all. If you'd like to donate, please contact me. You guys want to donate? We'd love for you to donate, help us out, help us grow. If you can see that right there, if you want to send some money, you can. If not, call me up. I'll give you my address. You can send money that way. Whatever you want to do, that's up to you. We appreciate whatever you can do can help.
Absolutely.
On the share. The quick story behind that. We're a little bit over time, but a quick story behind that. James Riley, the MC for us at Comedy Vets, called me on the phone and had a veteran who's sleeping in the storage units out back where he works. Okay. And it was cold. It was frigid in January. It was cold. And he needed a little help. I said, bang, got a guy. Okay. And so I called up Alan and then gave him the number and exchanged everything. And then Alan did his part like he always does. He's excellent at that. Help take care of people. And the update on him was they got him. The VA got him into VA. He's getting everything established through them. Of course, we all know how that works out. Okay. And then he's doing well. He's still alive. He's got a better outlook on life. And so that's a great thing. So already before the show even started, we were already helping people, which, that makes me feel great. My wife says we have Cash App and PayPal also. Well, you're going to get a hold of her for that because I'm a dumbass. I wouldn't know. I can't even spell Cash App. Great news about veterans receiving help. Keep it up, guys. We appreciate it. Dean says, clear here. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate that very much. So thank you.
But
that being said,
Jay, hit that like and share. Got to hit that like and share to keep us alive.
Yes. Guys, you are not worthless. You have value. I say it every time.
Yes.
I'll say it again. And yes, we work with veterans, but we'll help anybody. We'll help anybody. There's been times when, I've seen people and they say, hey, man, I've watched your show in the past. I appreciate you guys were real. You didn't fake anything. You guys are real. And I appreciate that. And one guy told me one time he's watching the show and Dean and I were talking. And Dean come back and said, no, that's not right. He corrected some information. Okay. I went ahead and said, thank you, Dean. Appreciate it. Right. We're going back to work. So it ain't like people ain't corrected us if we're wrong. We're not perfect. We could be wrong. I doubt it. Normally we ain't, but sometimes that happens, so
we're human.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank all you guys. BJ, thank you for allowing me to do this Wednesday night. Shelly Renee, thank you for letting me get my fat ass in here and take care of that. We're staying effect, guys. Here we go. We're back. King's Court. I'm Richie King, comedian. You used to know me, Redneck Pimp. Check us out on all our sites. Do everything. On behalf of Commander and everybody watching here and BB Nation and Comedy Vets, we thank you all. Until we meet again. Y'all remember what that was? Dona Dog Ahoy. I probably won't bring that back. I might. I don't know. But until we meet again, guys, take care of yourselves. Good night. Be good to each other. Have your pet spayed or neutered.
Make Bob Barker proud.
Hey, listen. Some of these women need to be spayed or neutered. Okay. And men need some of these deadbeat dads. Oh, by the way, one more thing. I know you're seeing a lot of things in the news right now about the things going on from the White House and things like that. One thing I want to touch on, I know people are talking about they're hurting the veterans. I don't know. The way the Veterans Administration has been so messed up, maybe it is time for a change. Maybe to get some good medicine coming out of there, some good care. Maybe they need to shake things up at the veterans place. I'm not upset by firing at the VA because some of them VA people need to be fired. Okay. Y'all take care of yourselves.
Most of it's administrative anyway. But anyway.
Yes, it is. You guys take care of yourselves, and we'll see you Tuesday.